On this journey to financial freedom, we will spend hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars to learn the things we believe we need. And I want to be able to give some information. I want to be able to give something back to the people that took me forever to learn, and I don't want you to waste your money on it. This list could be 45, 57, 72 things, but I narrowed it down to 20, and this is for the very, very beginning, from the thought to the creation of your website. Get your pencil, your paper. I ask you to share this with somebody else that has the entrepreneurial spirit. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Charles Warren Presents. Check out my brand, charleswarrenpresents.com, where I sell sore muscle and skin hygiene products. We will be the #1 recovery brand in the future. If you're here now, you saw it before it happened. All right, so #1, I put seek education, and that is in particular with customer service and the FDA laws. So the fact that you're at this video right now, the fact that you are on YouTube, on Google, searching how to start a business, how to, legitimize my brand, if you're looking for those type of things, you're already on step #1. That's seeking education. There's a lot of noise out there. A lot of people giving out advice that they're unqualified to give. I went to school for this, as well as I own 3 brands. And yeah, so when it comes down to the education, I think it's very, very important to not only listen to people talk, watch these videos, Google, but you need to get some hands-on experience when it comes to customer service. Figure out corporate structures. If you're going to be selling products that are going on people's skin, you need to know the FDA laws. You need to know what you can and how you can label your products, because there are certain words you cannot use in your labeling. There are certain terminologies and disclaimers that you have to give, and it's very unprofessional when you go to somebody's website and you can tell that they didn't do the adequate research. So #1 is to seek education. #2 is your product selection and naming. This is the step where you need to figure out what you want to sell, what issue you want to solve in the world, what void is your product or your service filling. #3 is a business phone number. Before we register our business and do all these types of paperwork that we will have to do, we want to get a separate phone number from our own. Now, the cheapest, freest way to do this is to go to Google Voice. Google Voice is an app where you can put on your phone, and Google gives you a whole secondary phone number that comes directly to your phone. Yes. So you will get a business phone number to where you can call from your cell phone or receive calls from your cell phone without giving out your personal cell phone number. It is called Google Voice. It's #3. #4, I want you to open a digital mailbox. Digital mailbox is a replacement for a P.O. box, a cheaper alternative to a P.O. box. And with a digital mailbox or a virtual mailbox, you will download an app as well. And when they receive mail from you, they scan it and you get a notification on your app. It'll show you what you got in the mail. It'll give you the options on whether you want them to mail it to you or you will come pick it up. It will be usually a office in your city. So my digital mailbox is on the other side of town, but it's much cheaper than a P.O. box, and it's much better than putting your home or your mother's home's address on these documents that you need to fill out, because you don't want people showing up at your house thinking it's a business and all these different things. You want for your paperwork, when you register your business, to have an actual business, an address, and an actual phone number, but these things need to be tied to the business as an entity of itself. Do not put your cell phone number and do not put your mother's address on your LLC or S Corp paperwork. Number 5, now it's time to register your business. I want you to do more research into an LLC or an S Corp. These are the two types of businesses that I would suggest for a new beginner small business. Something easy, something where, especially with the LLC, if something happens with your business, your personal assets are not tied to that business. So even if the business goes down, they can't take Charles's personal assets. So that's why LLC is probably the most common one people go for, but people need to also do research into an S Corp. With S Corp, your personal, if you pay yourself a salary, that salary under an S Corp can go towards your tax write-off. So do more research on those two and choose one. Number 6, apply for an EIN. An EIN is a federal tax ID number. This is for tax purposes and it needs to be done. Number 7, apply for your sales and use tax. This is sometimes called a resale license or a tax ID, maybe. I don't know what people call it, but you need to apply for a sales and use tax. This is within your state. So you will need this for your website so you can start charging taxes on your items on your e-commerce website. A sales and use tax, apply for it so you can charge taxes on your products. All right. Number 8, open a business checking account. In 2021, which is when this video is being recorded, my suggestion would be to go through Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo probably has the best entry-level small business checking account out of the ones out right this second. If you can't get with a state employee, like a state employee branch or something, I would go for Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo, I think they have great rates, great percentages. Check out your other options as well, but for that, you need to open up a business checking account. And for you to open up that checking account, you're going to need to have the information that I've already listed from numbers 4, 5, 6, and 7, So number 9, I suggest you apply for a business credit line. You need some type of business credit. Business credit and personal credit are separate. They are not the same thing. If you ever plan on buying property with your business or getting some large lump sum of a loan for your business, you need to have some type of proof that your business is able to pay things back. So I would suggest you get some type of business credit. Mine is through Chase. Chase is actually a pretty hard one to get, but I do suggest you get some type of business credit as well as a checking account. Number 10, your domain. This is when you choose your e-commerce platform. I go with Shopify. Shopify, I believe, is the number 1 e-commerce platform. The analytics are out of this world, and other platforms really can't compete. I know a lot of people that go with Wix. People that buy domains on GoDaddy, that's a waste of money. You should buy your domain straight from your e-commerce platform. If you wanted a cheaper alternative, you should do HostGator.com. So you should never go to GoDaddy. It should either be HostGator.com for you to get the cheapest rate, or you need to get it through your e-commerce platform. Number 11, test and perfect product formulas. Now that is something that you should have been doing this entire time from the conception of the products that you're going to sell, but you need to be testing them. You need to perfect them, and that includes trying to get the highest quality ingredients, but at the best price for pricing in the future and for margins. You want to make money from these products, and you want to be testing them. You want to give them out to relatives, small sample sizes maybe, Test them out on relatives. Test them out on yourself. Test them. Test for consistency, for fragrance. People that buy my products, the first thing they notice is my packaging, number one. Number two, they talk about the way things smell. So even before they get to, oh, whether this works or this, that, and the third, they are talking about how it looks and how it smells. So I would definitely suggest you keep that in mind when you're testing, formulating, and doing those types of things. Research, research, research. You will never stop doing research as a entrepreneur that formulates products, that creates things. You will never stop doing research. I do research every day on different ways to do things, on different vendors, on different companies that I can get the same quality oils but at a cheaper price from. You're always going to be doing research, but you do want to at this point be testing heavy and perfecting your formula, because once you scale up, don't want to be guessing. There should be no guesswork when making your products. You should have it down to the grams. For one tube, it's this many grams of this many grams of that, this many grams of that. So if I need to make 20 of them, times it by 20, and that makes 20 tubes. All right, so number 12 is start 3 social media platforms. Facebook and 2 others. Facebook needs to be one because, period. Facebook just needs to be one. Facebook is probably the number one selling platform, and it's, Facebook owns Instagram. So if you want to run those ads, you have to run them through Facebook. So you will, after you make your website, set up a Facebook pixel, which we're not talking about that in this video, but Facebook needs to be one. You need to have a home base on Facebook and 2 other platforms, whether they are Instagram and Snapchat, or TikTok and Snapchat, or Instagram and LinkedIn, somewhere. You need to have Facebook and 2 other social media platforms for your brand. Now, number 13, I want you to document your product creation / teaser content. This is what really helped me have a great launch, is people saw me at this point of the journey making my products on camera. They saw me mixing my salts and pouring my salts. You need to show people things that are appealing to the eye. People like to watch people mix lip glosses. People love to watch people swatch colors on their arm. And just you're creating this anticipation for people that will be your future, customers. So you do want to document the creation of your products. Even if it's just for your friends and family on Facebook, you need to be posting this creation process before it even goes on sale, so people can have it in their mind already that this is something you do, and this is something that they need, or this is something they want. So when it's available, they will purchase. Number 14 is research and study industry, which is packaging and price. Yeah, so when you do research on your competitors, do research on the biggest names, do the research on the smallest names, go on Etsy and see if there are people that sell the same thing you sell. How much are they charging? For what size? What is Fenty selling it for? What is it? How much is it at Target? What are the different prices? And is there any type of consistency with the packaging? I've noticed, these different, for this type of product, there's a squeeze tube. And for this product, they all come in a box. And this type of product, they are in a glass jar. See what's the norm in your industry for packaging, especially. And then with price, you want to be competitive, but you do want to be profitable, which we will talk about later. But you need to do your research, know your industry, know who your competitors are, what their products look like, what are their prices. Number 15, develop a pre-launch strategy. So this is a big one. So a pre-launch strategy, this could have 35 points under it as well. A pre-launch strategy comes down to how are you going to roll out this product? The very first part of your pre-launch strategy should be to show people the creation of your products, the teasers that we're talking about. Let that be the first step of your pre-launch strategy. Maybe in your pre-launch strategy too, you can do your unboxings, like reveal your packaging like I did in a previous video. Then you could maybe offer a giveaway and have that giveaway be your landing page where you pull in emails, because that's very important. You want to be able to contact your customers whether or not all these platforms go to hell, they go down. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, they can all go away and all that information is theirs. You need to be able to contact your customers one-on-one. So you may run a giveaway and have them sign up with their email, and this way you will build up a database, and then you get them to come into your live 30 minutes before your launch, do your giveaway, and at the end of the giveaway you be like, all right guys, my website is now available for everyone that did not win the giveaway. Go ahead and go shop, So yes, develop a pre-launch strategy. How are you going to roll out the products, the names, how you're going to educate people that are watching what you sell. How are you going to educate them on what you sell before you sell it? Number 16, create a branding package. A branding package comes down to everything. The colors you use, the type of fonts you use. When people look at your Instagram page, there should be a certain aesthetic that comes with your brand. Are you only using khakis and greens? And what emotions do the colors you use evoke in the customer? There are definitely colors that evoke the feeling of relaxation and purity. Like if it's something calming, a calming gel, blues and whites. If it's natural, like I have products here, you see greens. You see a lot of these products have green tint to them because they want to evoke the natural feel. Aloe gel that has a green top. They want to evoke a certain emotion out of you. This product here has a light blue, a lot of white and light blue. It gives you this clean, calming feel. You have to understand the emotion when it comes to colors and branding. Y'all need to do research on that too. Maybe I'll do a whole like colorism video when it comes to how colors make us feel when we see them. And that's a whole super long story. But yes, create a branding package. How do you want your products to look? Colors, text, fonts, all these need to be seamless throughout. Number 17, invest in a discount shipping platform. I do my shipping through stamps.com. Stamps.com has a monthly subscription fee, but for that subscription fee, I get to use their platform. I get discounted rates for USPS, UPS, all these other different shipping options as well. Don't do your shipping through Wix. Don't do your shipping through Shopify. You need to do it either through Pirate Ship, ShipStation, or stamps.com. Number 18, run the numbers. This is where you take all of your cost on your ingredients, your packaging cost, run your numbers for your shipping supplies, all these things. How much does it cost for you to produce and ship this one item for every single thing? You need to run your numbers to where then you can create your pricing. Run those numbers to see, can I actually afford to launch with 10 of these, or do I need to only make 5 of these? Can I afford it? Run the numbers. Is this oil too expensive for me to price it at this price point? This is where you do your margins. This is where you need to figure out, am I actually making money at a competitive price point? Run the numbers. Number 19, taking professional product photos. I took my product photos straight from my cell phone. Shout out to the Google Pixel. I took them straight from my phone with a white backdrop facing the window. So when I took the photos, the window was behind me and facing the products. The lighting should always be behind the camera. You understand that? The lighting should not be behind the products. The lighting should be behind the camera when you are taking photos, any type of photos. Photos of humans, items. That's just a lighting tip. White backdrops for website photos. Looks more professional. Turn the flash off on your cell phone and give a nice, clean, crisp image. People want to see what the product is going to look like when they have it in their hand. Don't do it with a whole bunch of filters on it, because when they get it in their hand, it's not going to look how it looked on that website. That's going to be a turn off to your customers. All right, and number 20 is build a customer converting website. Now, when you do that, you need to have, this could be another 50 points. Comment down below which one of these 20 points you want me to go into further detail on, because literally every single point has 50 points under it. But I want you to take these 20 and make sure you checklist them before you ever start selling your products, because it took me years to figure this stuff out, years of research, hours and hours of education to figure this out. And yeah, when you are trying to convert your customers on your website, you need to think of what they're looking at. When they come to your homepage, is your homepage professional? Is it sleek? Is there a call to action message somewhere on the very first homepage, like free shipping on orders above this amount, 50% off on face masks? Or there needs to be some type of call to action right in their face when they come to your homepage. When they get to their checkout, you need to make it available to where they can easily put in their information and make it seamless. Don't have too many things that they need to go through. I do suggest you not include PayPal. I may do a video about this in the future. Not to include PayPal, because PayPal is the right-hand man to chargebacks and to scammers. They like the option of having PayPal because they can get your item in their hand and say to PayPal that they didn't get it, and PayPal will give them their money back quickly. And then you have to prove that you actually gave them their product. So I do suggest you do not include PayPal on your website, but do have easy payment options up there. Include Apple Pay, Google Pay if you can. Offer free shipping if you can. Make sure you run those numbers. Punch down how much you need to hit to be able to offer free shipping. You need to take some of those charges and put them into the cost of your items, the price of your items. If you go to my website, you'll see I have a spot where you can leave me a tip. So I have a tip jar on my checkout. I have a added notes section. So when they're checking out, they can leave me a 15% tip, because all my products are handmade, and that's pushing a part of our messaging. All of my products are Southern, handmade, natural, grassroots products, and people love that message and they tip me. I often get tipped with most transactions, and then that's extra money. And then also I have an add to notes. So if they want to say anything special to me, or say, oh, can you do something, give your customers the options to leave a note or a message before they completely check out. What else? Yeah, you just need to make it seamless for them. Offer bundles, offer different things that pop to the eye, to where they're saving money here, save money there. If I add this extra thing, I can get money off here. Yeah, there's so many more. 20. This list is 20, but 21 would be to get you a trademark. Get that trademark. And when you do the trademark, put the ownership of the trademark in your business name, not your personal name. I may give y'all more tips on that in the future. Open up a PayPal business account. That's number 22. How many more? Set up your Facebook pixel. That's 23. Anyways, I literally can go on for literally ever on these steps, but those 20 are 20 steps to which I believe anybody out there, a high schooler, a teenager out there that really needs help trying to get their business started, those 20 steps are things that you basically need to check off of a checklist. Let me go through them quickly one more time. First is seek education when it comes to customer service and FDA laws. Number 2 is product selection and naming. Naming of your products and naming of your company itself. Number 3 is business phone number through Google Voice. Number 4 is open a digital mailbox. Number 5 is register your business as an LLC or an S Corp. Number 6 is apply for EIN. Number 7, apply for sales and use tax. Number 8 is open up a business checking account. Number 9, apply for business credit. Number 10 is domain/e-commerce platform. I suggest Shopify. Number 11 is test and perfect product formulas. Number 12 is start 3 social medias for your business. Number 13 is document product creation. Number 14 is research. Study your industry, your competitors, packaging, and pricing. Number 15 is develop a pre-launch strategy. Number 16 is creating branding package. Number 17 is invest in a discount shipping platform. Number 18 is run the numbers, all your costs included. What are your margins? What are your costs to produce per item? Run the numbers. Shipping costs, all of them. Number 19, taking professional product photos. And number 20, build a customer converting website. All right, you guys, again, my name is Charles Warren. Thank you for checking me out today. I would love for you to subscribe, share this video with a future entrepreneur, somebody that you know has that spirit, somebody that's really trying to get in the game and have financial freedom, but they just don't know where to begin. Hand them over this video, and yeah, check me out in the next one.